Welcome back, divers, to a new daily video on Helldivers 2. The major order is going swimmingly. We got some issues with the update patch from yesterday, and we also got some awesome spoiler leaks to show you. So like and subscribe and hit that ding dong bell for the future spreading of democracy. The major order is currently going in a good direction. We need to deactivate the TCS, and we are on course to get this done on Fenrir 3 within the next day or so. But we are losing the battle on Turing. But I do think once we get Fenrir 3 done, Turing will be a walk in the park and we will get that liberated within a matter of hours. For the third planet though, Errata Prime, we are currently on a stalemate, but as we got with Turing, I do think we'll get this planet under our control once we actually move on to it properly. We also only have just under 4 hours left of the defense mission on Crimsica, where we are literally failing miserably. I know it's only a defend mission, but this is what Arrowhead likes to do to us. They like to put defend missions on the planet when we have an important major order. It's almost like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go on here, defend this, and maybe get some good samples? Or do you want to do the major order? Which I do like that flip of the coin. Next we have our brand new daily order divers, which is to kill 100 enemies using the Gatling Sentry. So another easy 15 medals right there for the taking. Drop in, load up the Sentry, and claim those 15 pieces of gold. In yesterday's huge patch update we had, which is linked below in the description box, we got some issues that Arrowhead are currently looking into. Twinbeard posted this last night on their Discord. Helldivers, we know some of you are experiencing performance issues on the battlefield after this day's patch. You're not imagining. Something is as off as a charger leg after getting quadruply tapped by a railgun. Our engineers are working hard to resolve the issue. We will update you as soon as we know more. So it seems we need to add performance issues to the list of known issues, folks, as divers are saying they're losing frames, they're lagging, they're stuttering, which is a pretty big performance issue if you ask me, especially if you think there's a charger in front of you and then there's not. Those kind of issues have been creeping up recently as well. Another issue that has risen from the update is the increased patrols for solo players. The update yesterday made the following. Patrol spawning has been increased when there are fewer than 4 players. The fewer the players, the bigger the change. For 4-player missions, there will be no change compared to before. The biggest noticeable change will be for solo players at higher difficulties. But late yesterday afternoon, we had an update from the design director of Helldivers 2, where they said the following. We unintendedly had non-linear scaling of the patrol spawns, so they didn't spawn as often as they should have when less than 4 players. The intention is that 1 player has a quarter of the patrols compared to 4 players, but it used to be that they were getting 1/6. Scaling of patrol spawns was exponential before, and that felt good on 4-player lobbies, but a bit too empty when playing with fewer players, especially when playing solo. So now, we made the scaling of patrols to be linear, which means if you play solo, you will get 25% of the patrols compared to a 4-player lobby, instead of having about 17% of the patrols. There is still a cap of patrols that can spawn at the same time, so during situations when we spawn a lot of patrols, such as extractions, even solo players won't notice the difference. The change is made to make the world feel less empty for 1- and 2-player lobbies, especially on higher difficulty missions, which was also slightly too easy for solo players compared to our intentions. Hope this clarifies the change for everyone. We're not making the game arbitrarily harder. So by the looks of things, divers were getting a lower number of patrol spawns than the intended quarter that they should have. Thinking about it though, we've talked about this kind of issue before, where it seemed that the number of enemies seemed higher than a full squad. But now it looks like we've all been told how this formula is going to work. All we know as well is that these issues are being looked into, and hopefully they'll be able to be added to this upcoming hotfix patch later this week. Now, we're going to move on to the spoilers now, folks, so if you don't want to spoil it for yourself, I'd skip to the next chapter. You still here? Okay, good. Well, divers, we have a ton of spoilers here, so we're going to start with this. A shoulder-mounted video camera. That's right, divers. We are going to be using a camera. What are we going to be using it for, though? Are we going to be doing it for propaganda for Super Earth? Are we going to need it to that we need to record chargers or bots or take video surrounding areas? All I know is that it's a bug planet, a horrible planet. Starship Trooper vibes through and through. Next we have what is currently being called Dark Fluid Research Station, which does look kinda cool. It seems to be part of a mission where we're going to have to grab samples of it to take back with us, which, with these type of missions, I do love, and seeing this canister, it kind of reminds me of the black space matter that is used in the film Angels and Demons, but on a much larger scale. This looks cool and I can't wait to use it. Next we have some video footage of a brand new assault rifle coming to the game, which is always good when we get a new assault rifle. As you can see, we got the full auto, we got the burst, and we got the single shot, and it does seem to be not a bad looking gun, but again no, strong Starship Trooper vibes. Now, folks, we have a major spoiler here, so turn away if you don't want to see what happens with the story. It looks like Meridia will be turning into a super colony. So this is going to be the outcome of the TCS major order by the looks of things. With a bright yellow colour, it looks like the TCS overran everything and turned Meridia and the bugs into a birthing frenzy. Even though these images do say Omicron, the code does read Meridia Super Colony, so we have that by there. We also have 2 videos of the news reports that will reportedly be used for this, one with a victory and one with a losing outcome. Check these out. And to finish the video, folks, we have some images of the brand new weapons we will be getting soon. Let me know what you think about these down below, my fellow Helldivers, and let's keep spreading democracy.